Hello my dear student. I hope that all of you are enjoying the YouTube classes. Today I will start the 5th chapter. It is nothing but complex number and the quadratic equation. Now you may get a doubt that we have learnt a lot of number system. For example, we have studied what is natural number, set of natural numbers. Then we studied what? Set of integers. Natural number will start from where? 1 to infinity. Then we studied integers. It is nothing but having the positive and negative values. Then we studied rational numbers. It is denoted by Q. Then we studied what? Real number. Set of real numbers. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ನ ಕಲ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೂ ಸಹ ಇದ್ಯಾವುದು ಹೊಸ್ತು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರು ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. See here, complex number, it is little bit different, but we will study why we are required the complex number and how it will be. Complex number ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಕಲಿಯುವ. Before that, I will give an example. See here, I will consider the numbers and the square of numbers. Numbers and their square. Now, for example, 1. If I consider 1 square will be what? It is nothing but 1 only. Then I will consider minus 1. What about the square of minus 1? It is also what? 1 only. If I consider 2, then the square of 2 is what? 4. Now, if you consider minus 2, the square of minus 2 is what? It is also 4 only. If I consider 1 by 2, the square of 1 by 2 is what? 1 by 4. Then, if I consider minus 1 by 2, the square of 1 minus 1 by 2 is also plus 1 by 4. So, you can observe here, if you consider any number, square of that number is always positive. Is it correct? So, see here, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರೇ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. So, now, remember this one in your mind and I will give one more example. So that is nothing but we know that how to solve the linear equation, ಸಮೀಕರಣ, ವರ್ಗ ಸಮೀಕರಣ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ 10th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರದ್ದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. I will consider an equation x minus 1 which is equal to 0. This indicate what? The x value is nothing but 1. The x value is nothing but 1. If you consider x square minus 1 is equal to 0, what it indicate? It is nothing but x square is equal to 1. Then the value of x is what? Square root of plus or minus square root of 1. So it indicate plus or minus 1. It is clear. But the thing is, if you consider a number, if you consider any equation of the form x square plus 1 which is equal to 0, x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we will simplify this one. It indicate what? X square is equal to minus 1. Now the question will arise. You can see here, it indicate what? The square of some number is what? Minus 1. But as we checked earlier, we know that the square of any number is what? It is always positive. Is it correct? See here, x square is equal to minus 1 we are getting. But it is wrong to our assumption. ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ? ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ. So, that's why what is the, we can end up with the thing that this number system is not enough to explain for our answer. So the thing is, see here, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂತಹ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು. So that's why, see here, x square, it is implies nothing but some square number is also equal to minus 1. That can be explained as, see here, if I write x is equal to what? Square root of minus 1 plus or minus. So, x is equal to nothing but plus or minus square root of minus 1. These type of numbers does not exist. That's why we will call it as an imaginary number. That is nothing but I is equal to square root of minus 1. I is equal to what? Square root of minus 1. These type of numbers are called included in a complex number. Now you may get the doubt that why it required. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ? ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? ಎಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಐ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, you have heard the quadratic equation. It is of the form what? ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. When the discriminant is, what is that discriminant? Quadratic equation andre varga samekarana. Discriminant is nothing but the shodhaka. b square minus 4ac when it is less than 0, when the discriminant is less than 0, we will get a number in the form of square root of some negative number. At that time we required a complex number. So H.R. Hamilton first defined this type of number. It is called as a complex number. Now we will study what is that complex number. Here, complex number is nothing but a number is of the form a plus ib. A number is of the form a plus ib, where a and b are the real numbers which belongs to the real number. A and b belongs to the real number, and where I is equal to square root of minus 1 is a imaginary number. Then the combination, if a number is of this form, we will call it as a complex number. I will give an example. That is nothing but, for example, some of the example for a complex number, 2 plus 3i. See here, a plus ib, or else you can write it as a plus bi. So 2 plus 3i. 2 and 3 are what? Real numbers. And I will give one more example, that is nothing but minus 1 by 2 plus 6i. This is also one more complex number. Next, minus root 2 minus I. This is also one more complex number. Nothing but in the place of a and b, we are having a real number and included a imaginary number. Now my question is 3. Is it a complex number? Yes, because 3 can be written as, see here, 3 plus 0i. In the place of b, what we are having? It is nothing but 0. If 3 plus 0i, any real number can be, this indicate what? Any real number can be expressed as a complex number. For example, 2i. Is it a complex number? Yes, because in the place of a, we are having 0. So the final answer is what? Any real number can be expressed as a complex number. For example, see here, set of natural number, if we consider, integers are bigger than the natural number. It indicates what? Natural number is a subset of integers. Then what we are having? Rational number q. Z is a subset of q. After that, somewhere we are having what? Irrational number. Irrational number which is of the form what? Root 2, root 3, 3.1444, like that. Pi values, and all these values are called as irrational numbers. And for this whole include what? Real number is a bigger set compared to the all these set. We can say that natural numbers, then integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, all are subset of real numbers. Now the thing is, where is the complex number? It is nothing but bigger set compared to all other number system, that is nothing but complex number include all these set. So see here, it is nothing but complex number. So this is a brief introduction about the complex number. If you consider complex number is a bigger set compared to all other set. Now the thing is, as I told you, a plus a complex number is of the form a plus ib. Now generally we will denote the complex number in the form of z equal to a plus ib. As I told you, a is nothing but a and b are the real part and I is the imaginary number. I is nothing but what? I is equal to square root of minus 1. This is very important. I is always what? Square root of minus 1. Now the thing is, here a is called as real part. Real part. Here the a is called as real part. We will denote it as real of z. The complex number is always denoted by a z. Z is equal to nothing but a plus ib. You can take here x and y, any number. It is no need to restrict for a and b. You can take x, y, then p, q, anything. But the thing is, you need to write in the form like this only. P plus iq, like that. So the a, this part is called as real part. Then the b is called as imaginary part. The number with the I is called as imaginary part. It is denoted as Im of z, real of z and the imaginary of z. If we consider an example, z equal to minus 6 plus 7i, here the real of z is nothing but minus 6 and imaginary of z is nothing but 7. It is important, and in the next while defining the organ plan and everything, we are considering the real part and the imaginary part. So next we will study the equality of a complex number. I hope that you are able to understand this. Complex number is bigger set, and irrational number also comes under a complex number. For example, root 2 can be written as what? Root 2 plus something, 6i, like that. So complex number include all the number system. Next we are studying the equality of a complex number. What is that equality? While defining the equality of some numbers, equal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ನಂಬರ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಹಳೆಯ ಕಾಲದ ತಕ್ಕಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿನ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, ತೂಕ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಎರಡು ಐಟಮ್ ತಕ್ಕಡಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿನ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟೂ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ two complex number. Equality of two complex number, it is nothing but, see here, I will consider a complex number z1 which is equal to a plus ib, and I will consider one more complex number z2, it is nothing but c plus id. Now the thing is, I need to check the equality of these two complex number to say that these two complex number are equal. The real part of one complex number has to be equal to the real part of other complex number, that is nothing but a equal to c. Here the real part is a, here the real part is c. So to say that real part of one complex number has to be equal to the real part of other complex number, and imaginary part of one complex number, here the imaginary part is b, is equal to what? Imaginary part of other complex number, that is nothing but b is equal to d. So it indicate what? While defining the equality, real part to real part ge equal agirbeku, imaginary part to imaginary part ge equal agirbeku, andre matra ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ z1 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು z2. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, I will say that 7 plus 2i is equal to what? 7 plus 2i itself. I can't say that minus 7 is equal to 7. Real part ge real part, imaginary part ge imaginary part equal ಆದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ two complex number are equal. We can say that two complex numbers are equal. Next, we will take an example, that is nothing but if 4x plus I into 3x minus y is equal to what? 3 plus I into minus 6. The question is, if 4x plus I or I into 3x minus y is equal to 3 plus I into minus 6 are equal, it is given as are equal where x and y belongs to R, that is nothing but x and y are a real number, then find what? X and y. Here the question is what? Two complex number. This is one complex number is of the form a plus ib, and this is another complex number. Both are equal. It is given that these two complex numbers are equal. Is it correct? Yes. Now, equality condition is given. We need to find x and y. For example, we know that real part is equal to the real part and the imaginary part is equal to the imaginary part. That's why I will consider 4x is equal to 3 because these two are the real part. So 4x is equal to 3. This indicate what? X is equal to 3 by 4. Now we came to know the value of x. It is nothing but 3 by 4. Next, we know that imaginary part is equal to the imaginary part. That's why 3x minus y is equal to the imaginary part is which one? Minus 6. So now we need to find the value of y because already we got the value of x. Now we need to find the value of y. So 3 into, already we know the value of x, that is nothing but 3 by 4. Here I will substitute 3 by 4 minus y is equal to minus 6. If we simplify, it is nothing but 3 into 3, 9 by 4 minus y is equal to minus 6. We will shift minus 6 to this side and we will shift minus y to right hand side. The sign will be changes. It is nothing but 9 by 4. If we shift to this side, it will be plus 6 is equal to what? Y. If you take the LCM, 4 will be the LCM, 6 4s are 24 plus 9, the answer will be what? Y is equal to 33 by 4. Now, using the equality condition, we came to know the value of y. It is nothing but 33 by 4. Similar problems are there in the exercise. So, solve. I will do some similar problems in the class itself. Okay. Next, we will study the algebra of a complex number. So, what is that algebra of a complex number? First, we know the basic operations, right? In mathematics, the basic operation is nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are the basic operation. So, we know how to add two numbers. ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ this is not a simple number. It is what? Complex number. Now we will study how to add, subtract, divide and multiply a complex number. Complex number na hege add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. See here, the first basic operation is nothing but addition of a two complex number. Addition of two complex number. So now, how to add two complex number? We know that complex number is having the real part and the imaginary part. It is of the form a plus ib, where a and b belongs to the real number and I is nothing but what? Square root of -1. Now we need to add two complex number. How to add two complex number? It is nothing but, see here, I will consider a two complex number z1 which is equal to a plus ib, and I will consider the second complex number z2 is equal to c plus id. Anyhow, we know that to add we require minimum two numbers. Similarly here we need two complex number, that is nothing but z1 equal to a plus ib and z2 equal to c plus id. Now I need to add these, that is nothing but z1 plus z2. How to add this one? It is nothing but we need to add the real part to the real part and then the imaginary part to the imaginary part. The resultant will be also a complex number. For example, this is the real part of z1 and this is the real part of z2. I need to add a plus c, real part to real part, plus I will write I as it is, then b plus d. This will, the resultant is also a complex number. While adding ಎರಡು complex number na add ಮಾಡುವಾಗ real part ಗೆ real part na ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಹೊಸ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ನೌ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. 4 plus 7i and -2 plus 3i. Now we need to add these two complex number. As I told you, we need to add the real part to the real part and the imaginary part to the imaginary part. In the first complex number we are having, if I consider this one as z1 and this is the z2, adding these two, z1 plus z2 is nothing but real part to real part we need to add. 4 plus -2, here we are adding 4 and -2 plus I will write as it is, then imaginary part to the imaginary part. Here the imaginary part is 7 and here the imaginary part is 3, so that's why 7 plus 3. If you simplify 4 minus 2, it is 2 plus 7 plus 3 will be 10i. You need to write the I. If there is no I, then we will not call it as a complex number. If the imaginary part exists, okay, we can call it as a complex number. At that time the constant will be 0, but in this case we need to write the I compulsory here. So this is, you can observe these two are the complex number and the resultant is also a complex number. This is addition of a two complex number. Now we will study some properties on addition. These are the basic properties. Now we are studying properties on a addition of a complex number. The first one is closure law. What is that closure law? ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಆವೃತ್ತ ನಿಯಮ. ಕಮ್ಯೂಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೀಯ ನಿಯಮ, ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಲಾ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಹವರ್ತನೀಯ ನಿಯಮ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬುಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಓದಿ, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ದ ಕ್ಲೋಜರ್ law, first we are studying the closure law. What is that closure law? It is nothing but, see here, z1 and z2 are the two complex number. So addition of 2 complex number is again a complex number. ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಹ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ Z1 plus Z2 are a complex number when Z1 and Z2 is a complex number. Addition of two complex number is again a complex number. This is called as closure law. Next we are having the commutative law. What is this commutative law? See here, Z1 and Z2 are the two complex number. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. That is nothing but, for example, we will add 1 plus 2. That will give the answer as 3. If you add 2 plus 1, that is also what? 3 only. So if you change the order, you will get the same answer itself. That's why Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. Now next we are having the you can take here Z1 and Z2 are the complex number. It is not a simple number, it is a complex number. Similarly, we are having the associative property, that is associative law. Here, while proving the associative law, we need the three complex numbers Z1, Z2, Z3 are the three complex number. So now we need to define the associative law, that is nothing but Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is equal to what? Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. See here, you can add first Z1, Z2 and Z3, then you are adding the answer to Z1, you will get some answer. Similarly, if you add Z1 and Z2 first, then the resultant is added to Z3. At that time also, you will get the same answer. That is nothing but changing the order, you will get the same answer itself. That is called as associative law. Next we are having additive identity. What is this additive identity? It is very important. Commutative, associative and identity property will come in all the topic. For example, you studied it in set also. So the thing is additive identity. What is the meaning of identity? Ivaga ID card anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. It indicate what? It indicate you itself. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ additive identity. ಇವಾಗ I will consider Z is a complex number. I am defining the additive identity. It indicates we need to add some number to Z and again we need to get the Z itself. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ನ ಝಡ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, Z is nothing but a complex number. You need to get Z itself. Z plus something has to be equal to Z itself. Which is that number? ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಝಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ Z ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, for 2, which number you need to add to get 2 itself? It is nothing but 0. Additive identity is always 0. For example, if you add 2 plus 0, you will get the 2 itself. Similarly, if you add 2 plus 3i, adding 0, here 0 implies what? 0 plus I0. 0 plus I0. 0 plus I0 will be what? 2 plus 0, 2. Then I will write as it is. Then 3 plus 0, it is 3. You can observe I took the Z as 2 plus 3i and the resultant is also 2 plus I3. Both are same. You can write 3i or else I3, both are same. So the thing is, adding 0 to the complex number, we will get the same number. That's why we will call it as 0 as a additive identity. Additive identity ಯಾವುದಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, for what about 1? 1 ಅನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? 2ಗೆ 1 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ you will get 3. That is not the identity. We can say that additive identity is always a 0. So what is that additive inverse? Nothing but when we are studying additive inverse, when we add two numbers, we need to get the identity. In the case of addition, identity is nothing but the 0. If you consider additive inverse in such a way that if this z is a complex number, when we add some number to z, what you need to get? We need to get the identity. After, for example, 2 plus something, you have to get it as 0. In the case of addition, 0 is the identity. So that's why when you add some numbers, you need to get what? 0. After adding which number you will get the 0? For example, 2 plus something has to be equal to 0. It is nothing but minus 2. When you add negative of the number, you will get the answer as 0. Similarly, if z is a complex number, minus z you need to add to get the identity. Then we will call it as additive inverse is nothing but, if z is a complex number, additive inverse is nothing but minus z. If z is of the form a plus ib, then minus z will be what? Minus a plus ib. You can write it as minus a minus ib. This is called as what? Additive inverse. So we have studied closure property, then commutative, associative, additive inverse, then additive identity, and then additive inverse. These are the basic properties of addition. Now we will study the next one is difference. It is nothing but difference of two complex number. We know that how to subtract two numbers. Now we are studying how to subtract two complex number. ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. Difference of two complex number. So see here, we will consider z1 equal to a plus ib and z2 equal to c plus id are the two complex number. Now how to find the difference of these two complex? It is nothing but z1 minus z2 is equal to, we need to subtract the real part separately. After that we need to subtract the imaginary part separately. That is nothing but, here the real part is a, here the real part is c. So a minus c, then plus b minus d. So this indicate what? Difference of two complex number. Here we are having I, a minus c plus I into d minus d. This is called as what? Difference of a two complex number. That is nothing but, we will take an example 7i. Okay, we will consider 7i and 2 plus 6i. Now we will find the difference of these two complex number. 7i indicate what? We are having the real part as 0, 0 plus 7i. 7i indicate we are having the real part as 0, that is nothing but 0 plus 7i. Similarly, we are having another complex number, that is 2 plus 6i. If we find the difference of these two complex number, that is nothing but 0 minus 2 plus I into 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6. So the answer is was minus 2 plus I into 7 minus 6, it is 1 only. So the answer is what? Minus 2 plus I. Difference of two complex number is minus 2 plus I. What about the addition of two complex number? Is again a complex number, but the thing is it hold for a commutative law? No. For example, we will consider a basic example. For example, 2 minus 5 will be what? It is minus 3. But the thing is 5 minus 2 will be what? 3. We can easily say that commutative associative property will not hold for difference of a complex number or else any other number. In the case of real number also it is true, that is nothing but commutative and associative property will not hold for difference and the division. Only for addition and multiplication the commutative and associative identity and the inverse will hold. In the case of difference and the division it will not hold.